Picture an ancient battlefield. An army is cheering because they think the sun has set and they've won the war. Suddenly, the darkness rips open, the real sun glares down, and a glowing arrow streaks across the sky, instantly decapitating their commander. This is the 14th day of the Kurukshetra war. The greatest archer of the age, Arjuna, is consumed by a blinding grief. Just a day prior, the enemy forces trapped and brutally murdered his teenage son, Abhimanyu. In his agony, Arjuna swore an ironclad vow. He promised to find and kill the man responsible for his son's death, a king named Jayadratha, before the sun set that very day. If he failed, Arjuna swore to step into a fire and burn himself alive. The opposing Kaurava army immediately recognized the tactical advantage. They realized they didn't even need to fight Arjuna to win the war. They simply needed to hide Jayadratha at the very back of their ranks and run out the clock. Arjuna is caught in a tactical countdown, where time is a more lethal threat than the 100,000 soldiers standing in his way. To reach his target, Arjuna has to cut his way through an impenetrable, multi-layered defensive formation, packed with hundreds of thousands of elite soldiers physically shielding Jayadratha. But even if he breaks through the physical wall, there is a metaphysical landmine waiting for him. Jayadratha's father, a powerful sage, secured a divine boon to protect his son. This diagram illustrates exactly how that curse triggers. The moment Jayadratha's severed head makes contact with the earth, a magical reaction bounces back to the attacker. The person who shot the arrow will instantly have their own head explode. It creates a lethal paradox. If Arjuna fails to reach his target, he dies by fire. If he succeeds in killing his target, the curse kills him instantly. By late afternoon, Arjuna is physically exhausted. He has slaughtered his way through legions of soldiers, but the sun is dropping dangerously close to the horizon. This is where his charioteer, Lord Krishna, intervenes. Rather than giving Arjuna more martial power, Krishna reaches for his own divine weapon, a spinning disc known as the Sudarshana Chakra, and uses it for astronomical manipulation. Looking at this schematic, we see how Krishna deploys the chakra. He moves it into the exact line of sight between the battlefield and the sun, perfectly blocking the light and casting a deep, artificial dusk over the armies. The immediate psychological impact on the Kaurava army is overwhelming. Believing the sun has set and Arjuna has lost, a wave of relief washes over them. They celebrate and lower their weapons. Fueled by his own hubris, Jayadratha makes a fatal error. Desperate to gloat over his enemy's impending suicide, he steps out from the safety of his impenetrable defensive walls. Krishna recognized that manipulating the enemy's perception was more effective than trying to shatter their armor. Jayadratha's own arrogance destroyed a defense that brute force could not break. The moment the target is exposed, the illusion drops. Krishna recalls the chakra, revealing the real sun still burning brightly above the horizon. Krishna issues a rapid-fire command: strike now, but shoot in a way that carries the head completely off the battlefield so it never touches the dirt. Arjuna immediately draws a divinely empowered arrow, the Pashupatastra. He fires, and the blade cleanly decapitates the exposed king. This map tracks the arrow's trajectory. The kinetic force lifts the severed head, carrying it in a parabolic arc miles away. It lands perfectly in the lap of Jayadratha's meditating father. Startled, he stands. The head hits the earth, triggering his own explosive curse. Krishna weaponized the enemy's unbreakable law directly against its own creator, turning the ultimate defense into a fatal trap. The brilliance of this strategy is that Krishna never actually broke the cosmic rules or nullified the boon. He engineered a set of circumstances where the system bypassed itself entirely. The close of this 14th day marks a pivot toward total war. Survival now outweighs the ancient codes of combat. Both armies are waking up to a different reality. From this moment on, victory will no